Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Sunday League Pundits. We got Brett.
Sup?
We got Greg.
Hello.
And I am Liam. Welcome to another week, another episode of our podcast. We've got a lot to talk about.
Do we?
Yeah, sports have happened.
Sports,
baby.
1, 2, 3 sports.
If you are new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed. Hit like on this video. Let's get into it. We're going to start with you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was a little sad.
We did a live stream. First of 2023.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/ the 90th minute official.
Wish we never
covered Arsenal versus Manchester United. It ends 3-2 for the Gooners.
Mm-hmm.
Some great goals.
Yes.
Some heartbreaking moments.
Yes.
Some ankle breaking moments. Marcus Rashford.
Rashford and Bukayo Saka had great games.
Yeah.
But yes, it ends 3-2 for Arsenal as they do remain top of the table. 5 points clear now of Manchester City with a game in hand. Are we watching the champions? Are we watching the Premier League champions to be?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, I still don't know.
Why?
Because Erling Haaland exists and the
Yeah,
man has 25
But Arsenal's
goals.
not. I know they still play City twice. So that's the big thing. City goes and wins both those games,
Yes.
and it's a different story.
Yes.
City also has some trouble conceding sometimes.
They have.
City have actually been bad some games. Arsenal, I don't think they've been.
They got one loss against Manchester United.
Well, the City lost to Southampton.
Yes.
As well. So
Yep. It does end 3-2, like I said. It was United who opened the scoring with Marcus Rashford. Very good goal from Rashford. You were excited.
I got lightheaded.
You were excited.
I was
Quite.
coming out of that room over there, and I was kind of
He was going nuts.
I lost where I was in the portal
And
for a
then-
second.
in the Matrix. Then it
Which
was
is the Matrix? Ah!
Eddie Nketiah who scored his first goal of the game. Bukayo Saka with a great finish to make it 2-1. And then it was Lisandro Martinez to make it 2-2 with a diving header. The black guy thing. I was going to say black eye. He has a black eye. It's been a long day. It's only 1:30. It's been a long day.
Oh my.
Black eye
Black eye.
with
Yeah,
the
black eye.
black headband.
Yes.
That's what you were
There
trying
you
to
go.
Something
say.
like that. And then it was the 90th minute. Eddie Nketiah with the second of the game. To make it
Almost
3-2.
offside, but
And
Are you gonna conspiracy theory us?
Eddie Nketiah
Yep.
was not offside.
there you go.
Correct.
The
VAR is correct. Good job,
Alexander Zinchenko in the lead up
Yep.
was offside.
Where?
He was offside.
no, it wasn't.
Yes, he
I
was.
don't think so.
No, I think they would have checked it.
They didn't though.
They would have checked it.
He was.
They would have checked it.
We watched it. We said it was very close.
They would have checked it.
Greg, yes, obviously, but that doesn't mean they don't get it wrong.
So did Twitter get it right?
I think he's offside. Here is, I guess, Licha in this angle here. We put that up. That there's lines right there.
He looks onside.
He looks onside.
Really, he's along this far line here. He is offside. His front foot is in front of Licha right
I don't
here.
think so.
I don't think it is.
Yes, he is. He is 100% offside.
It's close.
It's close.
It is close. I would like to see the VAR lines. I actually really would because that from that angle it is a bit interesting. But
I do think we are seeing the champions because FIFA, well, not FIFA,
the FA.
the FA, the English FA wants to see the Premier League back in London.
Yeah.
And it's not like Tottenham's going to do it.
Nope.
So,
Or Chelsea.
No,
Or Fulham.
enough. Well,
Brentford?
closer than Chelsea.
Brentford?
Closer than Chelsea.
Crystal Palace?
Potentially closer than Chelsea.
We will get into
All
Chelsea,
those
Liverpool.
London teams are actually like right around.
Yeah, they
each
are,
other.
yeah.
It's funny.
But yeah, it does end 3-2. Like I said, 5 points at the top of the table now, clear of Manchester City with a game in hand. Arsenal looking very, very good. I mean, they've only conceded 16 goals all season.
They have been good.
Congratulations, actually. I know this because I just did my video. You are the first team to score against Arsenal in 2023.
Nice.
They had conceded 0 goals all calendar year so far.
Beat them earlier this year.
Yep.
Scored on them
Yep.
first. Hey.
It's only Newcastle has less goals.
I believe so.
Right?
Newcastle have conceded 11.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, honestly.
Wow.
11 goals conceded in 20 matches. And yeah, you got Arsenal 16. City
that
got
man is good.
20. If you look further down the table, Wolverhampton Wanderers have only scored 12. So
That man's good.
Karim Benzema scored a goal.
We are watching, as we normally are watching something, Real Madrid and Atletico Bilbao.
Great goal by Benz.
Oh my goodness.
Benzema. Anyways,
Benzema. Who's got the keys to my bimma?
I was going to talk about very quickly. Manchester City did win 3-0 over Wolves. It was Erling Haaland as he scored 3.
But are we shocked? We'll get. I want to get back to that and talk about a couple of things.
Mhm.
But I want to talk about Newcastle again for a
Yeah.
second, because who would have thought that the Newcastle turning point this season would have been Nick Pope going viral on Twitter for just saying. Pope.
Nick Pope, great signing, great bit of business. I mean, I when he was at Burnley, I always like he was a criminally underrated goalkeeper. When you're at one of those bottom teams, you face a lot of shots. And okay, Burnley never conceded that many goals whenever they were in the Premier League. They just didn't score that many either.
Yeah.
So, Nick Pope, obviously good, experienced goalkeeper. Yes, he's 30, but he's still got like a couple years left in him. He's good.
30 is
Young for a goalkeeper.
spruce.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to say.
For a
he's
goalkeeper,
young
he's
lad.
good. But I mean, Newcastle have just, and their back line. Dan Burn as a flying left back could be my favorite Premier League player this season. The man is 6'7", has 4 fingers on one hand.
Really?
Yes, he's missing his ring finger on his right
kidding.
hand. When he was a child, he fell off a fence, and his finger stayed. Yes. But he's been so good. He's a left
My
back, and
fingers
he's
hurt.
just vibes. He scored. He's a boyhood Newcastle fan. He's living his dream, scoring for the team.
trying to get them in the Champions League. It's
Dan Burn, best alive.
Dan Burn. But let's go back to
Haaland.
Yes,
You
well,
want to
we'll
talk
talk
more about
about
Arsenal?
I want to talk about Wolves.
Okay, yeah.
Why are they so mediocre?
Because they got Raul Jimenez up top, and they have to play him because they have no other players
But
that
they
can go up
signed
top.
Mateus Cunha. We talked
they
about
signed a lot
Adama
of players.
Traore.
I think they just signed Craig Dawson.
Yeah. And why are they so mediocre? They have a fantastic goalkeeper. Ruben Neves is still there. I mean, ever since Nuno left, it's been...
Yeah.
They got Lopetegui, who's on paper a good manager. But look at Raul Jimenez. 0 goals, 0 assists.
Goal scoring is such a problem for them, and they keep bringing in other players, and it still just doesn't work.
Adama Traore this season, 1 goal, 0 assist.
That team doesn't score.
Hwang Hee-chan, 0 goals, 1 assist. Ruben Neves, like you talked about this season, 4 goals, 0 assists.
Is he their leading scorer? Is Podence?
Probably. Let's see.
They're missing
here.
like
Podence?
Pedro Neto, of course.
Mateus Nunes has 0 goals, 1. Like Raul, Ruben Neves is probably the most creative player. He has 0 assists all season.
Who leads them in goals?
Let me see. Find that.
How many goals does Podence have?
It probably
Daniel
like
Podence.
he was injured too, though. He
Fair.
probably has like 2
Daniel.
or 3.
That is not what I tried to click.
Oh my God, this guy.
He's the worst.
This guy
Daniel-
can't use technology to
Daniel
save his
Podence
life.
has 5 goals, so probably him. Yeah.
Mhm.
João Moutinho has 0 goals.
He's a little.
And then they did sign Diego Costa as well.
Yeah.
34-year-old Diego Costa,
How
who
many?
has 0 goals,
Wow.
0 assists.
They just don't score. And
I watched them in midweek in the FA Cup versus Liverpool. They were the better team up until the attacking third.
Because they're organized.
Liverpool were not great.
Yeah.
But they were the better team up until the attacking third, and then they went, oh shit! What? Oh!
But that's why, because they can be organized in their own end.
Yeah.
But then there's like zero transition, which makes no sense especially with Adama Traore. But I mean, if he gets a gust of wind that goes by him, even if he has a chance to get past the guy, he goes down, tries to get the foul. It's just I think genuinely one of the saddest things to see a guy of that just genuine, unbelievable mass of a human being, of an athlete, just be so mundane.
He had a chance in that FA Cup game through the 95th minute, because I think there's like 7 added on. He went down the right side. He beat a man. He had to cross the ball. He had 2 in the box. You know what he did? He hit it so hard, it went out for a throw-in. It just cleared the entire box.
That sounds like
it went over the entire Wolves team, and it was going... It wasn't at a head. It was like so high. So it was. I watched it. I went, Adama, I like you so much. What has happened to you? Like that season under Nuno, when they beat Man City at the Molineux,
and they were Portugal.
So good.
Yeah. Swap them with Sunderland. Just do it. It's just they are, and the sad thing is they probably won't get relegated. And I say sad in a very interesting way, but they just, for the betterment of the Premier League, they need to get out of the league.
They are currently tied. Wolves are 17th. They're currently tied with 18th place Bournemouth on points. They were ahead by goal difference because Bournemouth have conceded 42. Wolves only conceded 30. Yeah. So defense is okay. Yeah. Concede 30 goals is not that bad.
No one's expecting Wolves to go and beat City right now, but
Erling Haaland, let's talk about him quickly because congratulations, Erling Haaland. You've won last year's Golden Boot already. He scores his 4th hat trick of the Premier League season. He's got 25 goals.
That is incredible, honestly.
He didn't really score for the first couple of games of 2023.
Yeah.
Because Pep wanted him to get more involved.
He's got 25 goals, got 3 assists.
Pretty good. It's all right.
I read this thing.
All right.
Yeah, he's a goal every 62 Premier League minutes.
That's insane. But I read this tweet. Interesting tweet. After City lost to United.
It was offside.
Shut up, bitch. They said that Manchester City plays worse with Erling Haaland.
How can that be? How?
I oddly can understand what they're saying, but it's also just not.
That's paraphrased. What it said is Manchester City is a better team without Erling Haaland.
I think they're a more technical team without Erling Haaland, but you can be technical all you want. Last season, their issue was they could be technical all the way, but they couldn't put the ball in the back of the net.
Well, they won the league.
Well, but they needed a goal scorer. Are
they winning the league this year?
I think they will. But last season, we all said the only thing this team does not have is a number 9 goal scorer.
That's what they got.
And they got the best in the world that was available.
The problem this season is they're conceding more goals.
Yes,
as well.
They're
not as good defensively right now. They've had some injuries and the problems in the back with DS being injured, Laporte being injured.
Yeah, Nathan Ake is basically their starting left back right now.
Yeah.
Cancelo's had problems. Walker's had problems.
Malacia pocketed Riyad Mahrez, I believe.
We've also seen players like Rico Lewis break into the first team, which for a young player. But that's so like imagine how hard it is to crack not only a Premier League 11 but a Manchester City Premier League 11.
That's what I mean. If Pep sees all that in him, he's gonna be a star.
No, there's definitely young talent coming through Man City. They have a lot of young players like that he's trying to bring, like Cole Palmer, Who else am I thinking of? He played a couple other in the FA Cup games and stuff.
They did lose the FA. They're out of the FA.
They are out of the FA Cup, which is good.
Shout out Southampton.
Game. Let's finish today's games really quickly because it was a 0-0 between Leeds Brentford.
Good job, Leeds.
There was chances in this game, but nothing incredible. Brentford had no shots on target at the end of the 90.
Was Ivan Toney playing?
He was.
When does he stop playing?
When he goes to prison.
Yeah, so when's that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't get how he's still allowed to be playing. I actually don't.
I don't either. Because they also, every time they came out with more allegations, they would say, "Oh, he has until this day to
appeal."
Because what has he got? He's got like 12 goals or something.
Yeah,
he's currently
one of the best goals.
13 goals. He's I think second in the league.
Like what?
No, third.
Harry Kane.
Like that's insane to me.
I don't get how he's still allowed to be playing, but the problem is Brentford's having a really good season as well, and are they going to drop off once he stops playing?
No.
Or is he even going to stop playing? That's the
They
thing.
have played very well.
I think in Brentford without Ivan Toney is a very different looking team because he's that focal point in the attack. Everything kind of goes through him. He targets. You find him whenever you can. If he does get suspended sometime this season or for next season, there's a lot of questions what that team will look like. But up until then, you just ride that horse till it drops.
How
kind of
can
thing.
he not though? Look at what Kieran Trippier got. He wasn't even the one placing the bets.
Was he betting on himself or was he betting on other games? Ivan Toney.
There are over 200.
I'm sure it was both.
There's no way. Does he even have 200 caps or appearances in his fucking career?
Probably. He's a little bit older.
Let's see. Let me pull it up. Ivan Toney has featured a grand total of 109 times for Brentford, 94 times for Peterborough. This guy's been around. Peterborough, Scunthorpe, Wigan,
He was in
Shrewsbury, Newcastle, Barnsley,
Northampton
Town.
His like how his career actually was is incredible because I remember Fulham were trying to sign him too.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the league, the third division of English football, and doing bits. And he went to the championship with Brentford, and now
when he was at Scunthorpe, I remember this. We invited him to Celtic Park to tour the stadium to potentially sign him. He said, "Yeah, this looks great. Let's do it." We said, "No, it's okay. We don't want you."
Nice.
could have used him now.
Yeah, well, no, we got Kyogoat, so
Kyogoat.
that's fucking incredible. Okay, that bad. Dyson Maeda. Yeah. Anyways, Gregory, not today. Okay, get it together. Let's go back.
Careful.
Let's go back to these Saturday fixtures and let's talk about the big one that did happen. The Battle of the Mid.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I did
9th
not
versus
wake up.
10th in the Premier League. Chelsea versus Liverpool. What a fucking sentence that is.
And guess how it finished? As it should have.
Kai Havertz did score 3 minutes in and it's disallowed with VAR.
Shocker.
Apart from that, not much happened. There was
Mudryk made
3
his-
shots on target for Liverpool and 2 for Chelsea.
Fuck, that must have been an absolute
I'm so
banger.
happy I did not wake
Yeah,
up.
me too.
I was up anyways because I had to go to work. I put it on and I got so angry. The final whistle went and I went, what the fuck did I just watch? I took my time to watch this. Like,
Really? See, and I said too, as when we were on our stream, like how did Mudryk go? How did he play?
he was quick. He's got very quick feet. So when he has the ball in tight, he's able to beat a man. He's able to run at defenders and kind of make it a bit interesting, a bit difficult for them. So I like that about him. He's very direct. He likes to go down the left-hand side. He puts a cross in or he beats a man. I think he's going to be a good attacking option for Chelsea. It's good talent. The tweets I'm seeing already is this man is the next Eden Hazard. And I go, let's fucking calm it. He's played 45 minutes of Premier League football. Let's relax.
It was even 30 minutes, wasn't it?
How was Joao Felix?
Oh, yeah, he was at home having a nap.
Oh,
He's slapping because he tried to break a man's leg.
Hey, getting rest for his next game.
Yeah. His 6-month loan turned into a 5-month loan within 50 minutes of being there.
That was incredible, by the way. That was my
I saw that happen live and I was like, yeah!
Vamos!
You dumb piece of shit.
I couldn't believe it because he was having a decent game too. But I want Mudryk to succeed. I
Oh,
do
yeah.
want him to succeed.
You always want like young talents to do good.
Not for a single second do I think like Chelsea overpaid for him. 100%, 100 million is too much for him.
Why did they sign him?
Because it's Chelsea. It's Todd Bowley right now.
But
He's
that's what I
signing
mean.
everyone.
What is happening? They have spent more in transfers, I think, in the January transfer window than all 5 top leagues, all other top 5 leagues.
I think they've spent more money this transfer window than Liverpool have since they won the Premier League.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And they're 10th. 10th.
But
They've had
they're
injury
not.
problems.
They had okay. They have so many injuries.
New manager. It's
But are you telling me they've made the right signings?
No.
Because
I never
really,
said that.
because really, we're looking at the deals that they've done. They signed Mudryk for 100 million. Madueke from PSV, another winger. João Felix, a winger center
attacking
kind of
player.
thing. Badishili from Monaco, defender. Okay. Benoit Badishili. You got David Fofana, forward. Trevor Chalobah, you can say send to a new contract, so I'm not going to include that. But it's just all the same format player. You need a center forward who's going to put the ball in the back of that 10 times, and a midfielder who can replace Jorginho, Kante, or Kovacic because they're getting up there.
Well, I mean, 2 of them are injured anyways.
Everyone's injured.
players.
Koulibaly's been absolute most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Thiago Silva is.
Thiago Silva.
But
He's so good,
old.
though.
Yeah.
Old.
Koulibaly was dropped for that game versus Liverpool. They started Thiago Silva, Badishili, and Chalobah.
They can't decide which goalkeeper to go with.
Mendy's
But-
injured.
Yeah,
Fair enough. But
Sterling's
once-
out, Conte's out, Zakaria's out, Felix is suspended, Chilwell's out, Pulisic, Mendy, Reece James, Fofana, Broya.
Reece James
all
and
out.
Ben Chilwell being out is big misses. And then Cucurella has been
mid.
Wow,
lower than mid.
you're telling me a Brighton left back is not worth the 50 odd million they paid for him?
Careful.
70.
Shocking.
Careful.
Why?
Because Moses Caicedo is about to get the same thing.
Oh, can I say it? But yeah, who knows?
We'll see.
We'll see how it
I look at this Chelsea team. You tell me this is a Chelsea starting 11.
Mm-mm.
Havertz, Mount, Gallagher, Cucurella, Hall, Jorginho, Ziyech, Chalobah, Thiago Silva,
But
Badishili,
you gotta
Kepa.
say, at
But
the
you're
same
telling me,
time,
but hold on,
this
it's-
team won the Champions League.
Not this team.
Yeah.
A lot of those players are the same players.
Havertz, Mount, Jorginho, Thiago Silva, Kepa, Gallagher, and Ziyech didn't really play.
They weren't there. Or Gallagher wasn't
Gallagher
there.
wasn't there. Ziyech plays every once in a while. So 5, maybe 6.
Well, it's still the same players. More than half or half.
I think
It's time for a new system.
this is probably, like all those like Manchester United memes of like some of those old like lineups that they used to throw
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there. I think this is what that's going to be like in a couple of
I mean,
years.
I think, unfortunately, Chelsea just needs to kind of write off the season and then see what next season. Try and be healthy for next season. Get rid of players. Because they can't really get rid of players right now because there's too many injuries. But then you dump some of those players that like won't be playing. So like the Pulisic probably,
there will be a mass exodus at Chelsea this summer
Ziyech,
because for them not only to have enough, like, you have to empty your squad a little because you got way too many players, but also for financial fair play reasons,
yeah.
they have to start selling. And I want to see who goes. Just give some big names leaving.
Well,
I think that I don't think Conte is going to be there this season.
no, absolutely not. There's half the team's not going to.
Yeah.
But I kind of, in a way, I called this, but not in the. I didn't think this would transpire. But I said when Todd Bowley was buying the team, I said he is a guy who's not afraid to spend. He owns the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I am a Dodgers fan. I've seen him put that to practice.
Just spend to win kind of thing.
Well, kind of, yeah. I mean, the Dodgers, the opposite thing that, well, Chelsea can develop sometimes, but the Dodgers have been able to develop. they've been able to hire scouts and been able to also grow from within while also spending the money to kind of get the cream of the crop with those developed players. With Chelsea, they're just buying the players.
Yes.
And it seems like they don't have the scouts to actually say, oh, this is the player that we need to fit our playing type.
Yep.
They're just going, oh, well. And
Hey, you've been kind of good.
yeah,
But
exactly. You
that-
seem like the hot name on the market.
Well, that, but I also heard that Todd Bowley is really using like analytics,
really?
like computer generated analytics of what like these players should be producing, everything like that. And he's really buying into, well, if they should be doing this, if we put them in the right team, then they will be
Format,
doing this
yeah.
kind of thing. But
Interesting.
that's a baseball mentality, is it not? Am I?
Yeah. Well,
baseball is.
Look at
he-
Moneyball.
he should exactly. Oh, he should.
Because
Be,
everyone like for baseball, I might be wrong with this, but it's kind of all the teams have the same system. It's in a way.
They have no.
except
no.
the Astros, they just cheat.
Yeah, nice. Let's go.
I
That
love the
happened against the
Astros.
Dodgers.
Cheating is good.
Shut the fuck up. I actually did a project on it in university. Got a 95 on them cheating. Anyways.
Reflex, but okay.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, no. It is a baseball mentality, but not every baseball team is the same.
Yes.
Not every team is going to buy in fully to analytics. There are a lot of analytics that you can put into it, but then you see teams put out guys who are hitting 207 in the top of their lineup, and you're going, oh, well, the numbers say blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You're like, no, you see this guy whiff on a fastball down the middle when I could have hit that. Right? I mean, you know. But yeah, there are teams who are there are clubs who are using analytics, though. Look at all of Red Bull. That's all basically Red Bull does, is try and, well, there's a lot of formation that goes into it, but they are heavy on the analytics too, the extra numbers. So
Going to Chelsea though, just with more signings. I mean, and Cuckoo is gonna.
yeah, well, there you go, Red Bull product right there. Yeah, so
I mean, I think he's still injured, but
yeah,
he's
he
been-
is. Yeah, and
he's gonna be a star.
I scroll through this Chelsea squad. There are so many players.
There's way too many.
Like, there's
They're
so
gonna-
many
It's gonna be a
players.
crazy offseason for them. And I know they are like Declan Rice is, I think, like number one, but
Let's
like that's just another whole nother topic. Of that,
let's,
man.
let's talk about the other team that was involved in that game, Liverpool, and how shite they have been as well. Because like I said, they are sitting mid-table. They are currently 9th, just above Chelsea, tied on points, which is ahead on goal difference. They've made signings as well who haven't really turned up so far this year.
They're having some injury problems too, but the place where I still see them needing help is the midfield, and they just haven't signed anyone. And then I hear that they're Klopp's like, oh, we need to renew Milner's contract. And I'm just like, is that really number one priority right now? You fucking have, if your attack is fit right now, are you gonna stop?
keep going.
He's just
You
singing
have
off.
Salah, Jota, Firmino,
Firmino.
Nunez, Gakpo, Diaz,
Luis Diaz.
uh,
A lot. Harvey Elliott has been.
Darwin
not-
Nunes. Darwin
Nunes.
Nunes. That's what I've been doing this whole time,
yes,
man. It
Fabio Carvalho, other
I
attacking.
am so disappointed. Like, you have no idea how much it angers me that I'm watching here Erling Haaland on 25 goals, Mohamed Salah 7, 4 assists. Oh, good football weather.
Salah's is not having as bad of a season as people.
What has he done?
What do you mean?
Not.
I don't
Invisible.
see him.
No. Like, he's not having Salah season, but you can't just fully blame Salah.
He's been invisible. He's rarely been in game. Sometimes he has sparks of brilliance, but it's here and there.
He got that big contract, and what has he done since? They were fighting to keep him. We have to
They
keep
kept
Salah.
him
we have
over
to,
Mane.
We have to have him. Yeah, they chose him over Sadio Mane. We have to have him. What has he done to repay that? Nothing. Mohamed Salah on 20 goals right now is a different Liverpool team.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's easy to say, though. And 20 goals is a lot considering what the Golden Boot was last year, right?
23, yeah.
Yeah, but I hear what you're getting at. Maybe 20 goals all year. or in all
for the
competitions.
season. Yeah.
But yeah,
And then if we look at Cody Gakpo,
has done nothing.
4 games, 0 goals, 0 assists.
Hey, you brought it up, so
Yeah, and
He's been so. But the thing, I don't think Cody Gakpo is a number 9.
is that where he was playing?
That's
for
who's playing
Chelsea?
through the middle.
Because Nunez is not there, right?
Nunez came on in this game because he was injured. But Darwin Nunez is better on the wing, I think. Cody Gakpo,
Yeah, I
better
do
on
too.
the wing, I think. Are you going to put Salah through the middle? I don't think so. He's better on the
No.
wing.
yeah.
Liverpool need Jude.
But is
Every
he
single
gonna help
person in
them
the
score?
world. Every team in the world needs Jude Bellingham right now.
Well, yeah.
But would he help them score? Maybe. Because if we look at the midfield, so you got Naby Keita. This
Who's
game
just
is Chelsea.
he's
Naby
just
Keita,
not-
Thiago Alcantara,
Thiago's good.
very good this season though. The creative midfielder of Thiago, 0 goals, 0 assists. That says
It's
a
not
lot.
all about assists.
But someone has to create the goals.
Well,
I mean, secondary assists don't count in.
They don't on the stat sheet, but they do in the film room.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
he's done a lot of that. They're not. Liverpool's just not the same right now, and they're missing a lot of people and stuff, but still no.
But I think also a big one that surprised me is their fullbacks. Because those two, Robertson and Trent, are the 2 most attacking fullbacks in the league. Kind of. I keep touching your knee. I'm so sorry.
I was kicking him too earlier.
so sorry.
It's gonna be.
But Robertson has 5 assists all season. Trent has 1 all Premier League season.
It was a beauty though.
Yes, but those are 2 players that set assist records. I think Trent did set the Premier League assist record. Was it last season or 2 years ago?
I think so. I don't
Like
think
we're talking
you're
here about
incorrect
like just what's happening. And then center backs are.
there.
the whole squad's just not it right now. And
Is it the Klopp 7?
is it
thing?
the Klopp 7 season? Yeah, that's what you're gonna say.
Do you think so? Or is that just look at what happened?
I think the team's burnt
it's-
out.
Hmm?
The team is burnt out. Liverpool are burnt out, and they're not excited anymore.
Yeah.
Every player has to be fighting to win the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, every trophy available. Maybe they've lost a bit of that spark because they've won it. Maybe they kind of. You don't think the hunger level of winning Liverpool's first Premier League in 30 years
Okay,
or the
maybe.
Champions League? You're kind of going, that spark's not going to be as bright anymore. They've done it.
I can see it.
Yes, I know Harvey Elliott hasn't lifted it. There's a couple players that are in the 11 that did not lift it, but they, the majority of the 11 have.
I also, and yeah, you know how much I harp on Darwin. Obviously, I was doing that
You
thing.
like him though.
I do. I don't mind watching him. I think he's a spark plug. He brings energy to the game, and I think Klopp called it from November that we're out of the title race. So I think that they might be starting to maybe not necessarily look to next year because they still want to make Europe.
They're still in the Champions League. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they still want to play
Real
European
Madrid.
They
football.
play
Yes.
Real Madrid, yeah.
But they want to see what they have for next year and see what doesn't fit. What's our plan for next year, and what type of players do we want to bring in?
They're signing a bunch of. They signed Gakpo and Nunez. They're young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're
exactly.
young players. They have a lot of young talent.
If we are looking,
Trent is still a child.
they've been starting is it Bajcic in the midfield, the young Spanish midfielder.
Oh, really?
However it's pronounced,
I don't
I'm not
know.
too sure. He's a young.
If you
He's
say it right, I
from
might
their
know.
academy, right? So he's.
okay.
But so if we're talking about Liverpool and finishing in the European spot, so currently United 4th, the final Champions League spot on 39 points, Liverpool on 29. Yes, they have a game in hand. I can't see there being a 10-point swing between those two clubs.
Absolutely
I
not.
can't see it. So then you go Europa League. Okay, Tottenham are 5th on 80 on 33. Brighton are 6th on 31. Possible. You can finish Europa League, which is a bare minimum, I think.
Yeah. Who?
Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool.
Liverpool
yeah,
need
yeah.
to finish Europa League bare minimum.
Yeah.
So
Liverpool going into the Conference League.
oh,
Imagine that'd be so funny.
They should just for the conference. I just have to say this because I know once it comes back, it's going to be the same thing. But why, when you had so long
Yep.
for the Conference League to get this ready, you couldn't pay somebody to make an anthem?
Yep.
You had how long?
Yep.
You made a whole new system. You had to facilitate 3 different tournaments, and not one of you went, maybe we should create a new, maybe we should go commission somebody to go create a new anthem. No, just rip off the. You couldn't even put it in a different octave? Oh my God.
I'm just waiting for away days of Liverpool going to CFR Cluj or something like that. Just
You know what's
bring
gonna,
it.
it's
Going
gonna
to
feel weird,
Sweden.
though,
Yeah.
like a different topic is the new format.
Which new format?
European football format, Champions League. and
What are
stuff.
they doing?
Well, isn't that the new format's changing next year?
To
what
what?
format?
The whole like different Champions League format.
I have seen. I remember hearing, but I don't. I don't.
It's like it's not like different groups. It's like they all just play each other. Like and there's like two big groups.
Oh yeah. Okay, so basically, the Champions League to become the Super League, basically. So you're gonna put all these Champions League teams into a table. You then play each other once, kind of thing, and
Once, twice or
and then
something.
home and
it's
away.
like top 8,
and
like
then,
go
yeah.
on or whatever.
I'm kind of into it.
We'll see how it goes. I think it's like a way just to make more money.
It's also sometimes I think it's never bad to try different things.
We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be weird, but I'm just interested.
But
I was just bringing
that
up.
final group stage day though of Champions League is exciting.
Isn't it just I hope we get something similar to what we got in the World Cup.
Anyways, we were talking about
Liverpool Chelsea ended 0-0 snooze fest.
Yeah.
Bournemouth Nottingham Forest 1-1. No one gives a fuck. Leicester 2-2 versus Brighton. Greg's new favorite player, Mitoma, scored.
he's pretty sick on it.
So did Evan Ferguson, who, if I'm not wrong,
He's been good for him.
he has been good. Where is he? Evan Ferguson. He is 18 years old from Ireland. He has come in this season. He's got 3 goals and 2 assists for Brighton. Evan Ferguson, one to watch.
And how many games, sorry?
Not many.
Probably like only like 8 or 9 or something.
Wow.
Maybe,
let
maybe
me
more.
see.
I mean.
Let me see. He's got a goal every 66 minutes.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
Look out, Erling!
Erling, my guy.
Evan Ferguson's coming. Oh, are we not from Ireland?
He played for Bohemians in Ireland.
Oh. Was that an Irish accent?
I'm sure.
Tweedledee.
Aston Villa 1-0 over Southampton.
it's an
Ollie
important
Watkins
win.
picks up a late goal there. James Ward-Prowse, I believe it was 1 or 2 had goals disallowed. Either 1 goal or 2 goals disallowed, and they were tight offside.
That
kind of
man
thing.
is just doing his best to try and keep that.
Yeah, that guy's back must be horrendously sore.
We're gonna then move to Newcastle and Crystal Palace ended 0-0. Before we get into my favorite game of the week. 2-0 West Ham over Everton. They're going down, baby. They're going down.
Morning.
How is he not?
Honestly.
Did you not see after the game?
Yeah.
The reporter goes to the owner of Everton and goes, "Is this it for Frank? Is he going to get sacked?" He goes, "I don't know. It's not up to me."
Oh, yeah, it kind of is.
Who is it up to then?
Yeah. Good Lord.
Like
Must
the
be like
lunch
the
lady?
board.
Hey, stay or go. Stay or
Yeah,
go.
do you
Cool.
like Frank? Does he have good orders? No, he's mean to you. He's gone. He's gone.
He's got to go blood.
He's got to go blood. No, yeah.
It's a big win for West Ham though because they're
huge win.
fighting for.
Huge win.
They're in the
Jared,
relegation
relegation
fight,
battle,
too.
baby.
Jared Bowen does score 2 goals, which for him, great. He only had 2 goals going into this game. What happened to Jared Bowen?
I
He
don't
was
know.
like ready for the England squad like last year.
What happened to his entire West Ham team? They were Europa League semifinal, quarterfinalists last season.
I think
What
semifinals.
happened?
No, that was a
Conference.
Conference League,
Yeah,
sorry.
conference, yeah.
Mikel Antonio's got 2 goals. Bowen had 2 goals. Ben Rama. What the fuck is
They
Ben
were
Rama doing?
exciting last year, too, sometimes.
Ben Rama's got 3.
Yeah,
Suchek and
Is Paqueta and Rice in that midfield?
yeah.
It's a packet of rice.
Back it up.
Packet of
Back it
rice.
up. Back it up.
Declan's gonna be gone. Like he has to be gone.
Declan
No
Rice.
kidding.
Yeah.
Declan Rice will go.
How
Yeah.
much of that team? So Liam from Kickback mentioned it, and I'll say it again. But I think now we're talking about this through. If West Ham go down too, and oh whoa,
Sorry.
this guy loses his mind. If Everton and West Ham go down, Liam from Kickback said that he thinks if Everton go down, they might end up A, staying down there, or B, getting relegated again. With West Ham, they have a lot of top talent. Paqueta is not going to play in Championship. Declan Rice isn't going to play in Championship. Mikel Antonio is not going to play in the Championship. You can go down the list
But so does
on
Everton.
that squad. Absolutely, and that's the exact same thing. Like, they're probably going to get relegated again. Could West Ham kind of be in the same fate?
It's a big
I
win
think
for us,
West
but-
Ham have enough to stay up. I have more faith in West Ham right now than I do in Everton.
Yeah.
I do.
But I also trust David Moyes way more than I trust Frank Lampard.
But Frankie Boy's been in after how many Everton matches? Almost every week. There's one of us in the group chat going, "Is Frank getting fired?"
I mean, Frank should have got fired at the end of last season when he kept him up by a game. You know, they had one game to spare when he survived
Technically,
relegation.
He kept him up though, so
Everton, but okay, the problems with Everton are not just Frank Lampard.
do you remember a couple seasons ago when Everton was like top of the league and we were like, could Everton do it?
Mm-hmm.
But like we're looking here, and Everton are just they're an okay enough squad.
I mean, when you think about it, Anthony Gordon, Damari Gray,
Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, you had Idrissa Gueye,
their back line
Coleman,
is
Mina,
like,
Cody, Tarkovsky. You got Pickford, England's #1 goalkeeper.
Yeah.
It's just like that squad should not be tied for last. It
No.
shouldn't be.
No. Well, and imagine if Southampton didn't lose.
They brought in Neil Mopai. Why is he not getting a game? Elias Sims on the bench. You got Ruben Vinagre from Wolves last season.
I don't know, it's weird.
He's just not playing. Like,
Bring back Dele Alli.
I don't know if that's
a
the
no
saving
from me.
grace.
They also have an Edmontonian on their bench.
They do, in fact.
Asmir Begovic.
Went to my high school.
Anthony Gordon, by the way. Did you see that video?
Yes.
So after the game against, what are they playing? It was their last home game.
Yeah, it wasn't this past game, but it
Yeah.
was a game before.
After the game, as the players were leaving the stadium, the Everton fans were in the streets and not letting them drive off. Yerry Mina gets out of his car and actually talks to the
I didn't
fans.
see
And it's
that.
kind of like, please let me through. I have my family with me. Like, let me go home, kind of thing. He actually got on talk. Meanwhile, Anthony Gordon, it's okay. He's like a 20-year-old guy, you know. He doesn't want this, you know. He keeps his windows up. He's just trying to slowly drive through the crowd. Then people start like hitting the window, and he just goes. He doesn't not fully goes, but he definitely puts his
what's
foot down a
bad
little
for
bit and
that
goes.
He is like the Everton boy. Like he's
Yeah.
But they were saying, you're not fit to wear this jersey. You're
Yeah.
not good enough. You're a disgrace. Get out of our club, kind of thing.
Remember
Yeah.
when what was it? Chelsea trying to sign him
Yeah.
early in the season.
Yeah.
Like, I guess Chelsea's happy about that they're not doing that right.
But maybe if he goes to Chelsea, things are different. Who knows?
I
Right?
don't mind him, honestly.
He hasn't had a great season. He's only got 3 goals this year. But
I like his, at least early on, when I was watching it a little more. I liked his work ethic and how he was trying to fight for the club. So
I
Yeah.
don't like this. Like, when I look at the players Everton has available to them, I don't like his lineup. So you got Dominic Calvert-Lewin starting up top. He's only got 1 goal all season.
come back from a lot of
Yes, Alex Iwobi, 1 goal. Damari Gray, 3 goals. But then you got players like you said, Anthony Gordon on the bench.
Damari Gray only scores bangers though. He does.
Neil-
Yeah.
He does
yeah.
not score easy.
Why is Neil Mopai not getting a chance? He did okay for Brighton.
I agree. I like Neil Mopai.
Like, there's players like Dwight McNeil on the bench. Just try something, because clearly it's not working.
I don't know. It's just not working.
But really, here's the thing that's not working. Frank Lampard. Just get rid of him.
100%.
What has he done ever in his career as a manager to deserve a Premier League job? What has he done?
Yeah, literally not get relegated.
He did
Last
not
year?
get relegated last year. He made Chelsea shit. Then he made Derby County shit as well.
I don't know. I don't know why. And I saw this I forget. I think it was Talk Football.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had fans call in and stuff, and it was a United fan called in, and he goes, "I think Man United would be better off without Eric Ten Hag and Lampard as our manager."
Yeah,
and they're like, "Okay, now we know you are not a United supporter.
You're trolling
because you would never say something like that." And he like went off for a bit. It was so funny. It was so
Yeah,
good.
that's a little bit of a mess.
But should we? We're
Move on. We've been going from the Premier League for.
Well, that's the Premier League from this week. There's the Fulham game versus Tottenham, which there will be a special episode coming out as well. It might have already been out probably, so check that out. Me and Greg.
For those who are listening on audio, this is the worst connection ever. Let's just say that. No high five, no chemistry, whatever. Speaking of chemistry, no, where do we want to go next?
Should we predict some stuff?
Sure, we can do that.
Some pundits.
Predict. I like that.
Powered by Coolbet.
Powered by Coolbet. What day is it today? Today is
Sunday.
22.
Oh, thank you. It's the 22nd. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I just wanted to check out.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have a lot of time in between some games coming up. The next odds, for some reason, for the Premier League. Oh, because we have Carabao Cup stuff coming up.
Yeah,
that is why. That's what we're going to look at is the Carabao Cup. We have a couple of semifinals, fun semifinals coming up this week on January 24th. Southampton versus Newcastle. Yes, we just trashed Southampton. Well, not really, kind of. But like I said earlier,
it's at 2 legs though.
Beat Manchester City. That is true. That's interesting. We can talk about that too. But after beating Manchester City, who would have thought? Not me, because I definitely bet Manchester City on Coolbet beforehand, but we're not going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Southampton beating them 2-1, 2-0. Either way, they face off against Newcastle, third in the Premier League. Southampton, surprising line. A plus 375 to win, so they are the underdog. Newcastle at minus 128 and a draw in the first leg. A plus 275.
I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Newcastle wins a trophy this season.
Whoa.
The Carabao Cup.
I don't like that, 'cause United-
Carabao Cup.
United
Going
is
to
still in
buddy,
it.
Newcastle. They need a trophy. How many years of Mike Ashley heartbreak does this team go through?
Well, they ain't having heartbreak.
They're
right
now got Saudi money, baby. Let's go.
We'll get a trophy in though. This would be pretty
Buy
good.
the Carabao Cup. Nah, this
Newcastle's gonna win that.
is going to be a 2-0 Newcastle victory.
2-0.
In the, you're talking about- so first leg.
Just for the first leg, 2-0.
I'll go 1-0. 1-0 Newcastle.
Okay, all right.
Where is it in?
It is in St. Mary's.
I'll still go 1-0 Newcastle.
So if you were to put $5 on Southampton, you'd come away with $23.75 with the plus 375. Excuse me. I think first leg draw.
1-1.
Sure, we can do 1-1.
James Ward-Prowse free kick.
Yeah, baby.
I
I
do
feel like
hope,
that might be the only way to beat Nick Pope.
well, I do
Nick
hope.
Pope.
I actually do hope that Southampton can make it interesting, because I would love to see that a bit of an underdog story. I mean, it already is an underdog story, knocking out Man City. But let's keep it going. Let's see what they can do.
Unless the Bravka plays, because that could be the case.
Oh, the greatest United goalkeeper of all time.
Yeah.
And the other Carabao Cup tie, Nottingham Forest. Somebody get Jesse Lingard on the phone because he's playing Manchester United. Oh, never stop it. Please stop. That is so bad. That is so bad. This is a pretty interesting one. Dean Henderson, not available for Nottingham Forest.
Oh yeah, he's injured.
But they got Chris Wood.
No,
Well,
because
He's injured though.
Dean Henderson
Dean Henderson is injured. He's
well,
like injured for like 5 weeks.
because he is a United loan. But Nottingham Forest, the lines right now, relatively heavy underdogs. Nottingham Forest plus 450. Manchester United minus 147. And a draw plus 285.
One
Less
thing
likely.
you gotta say is fair play to Nottingham Forest and Southampton getting to this stage in the Carabao Cup, considering the places that they're in the Premier League. It's good.
Who wins?
United just put up a great performance against Arsenal. Yes, it was a loss, but it was a good performance. I thought relatively okay. Chris Wood will probably start for Nottingham Forest up top, which he could be a bit interesting to see how he does versus your back line. United should win this one, though.
Yeah.
Both legs, home and away, they should win this one.
Yeah, I agree.
It's time for you guys to win a trophy as well.
Yeah,
it really is.
is.
It really is, honestly.
We're gonna win the quadruple.
All
this
four
year.
of those teams. That's the thing. Whoever wins, it's
Who do you have winning?
where is it? First leg?
The first leg, I believe, is at
Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest.
What's their stadium called?
I don't remember.
The City Ground.
It is Forest, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, it is the City Ground.
2-2.
Whoa! Oh! Taking the 285 draw. I dig it.
2-2.
Can we keep up with the cup games? You want to make your prediction?
Well, no, I'm going to take United. But if you were to put $5 on Nottingham Forest is plus 450, $27.50.
Do it. Thursday,
Yes.
26th, Copa del Rey.
Oh.
Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid.
Ooh.
Copa del Rey. I love the Copa del Rey. No, I don't think this is a two-legged one. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really know. But it is the semifinal of the Copa del Rey. It's Real Madrid's to lose.
Yeah.
Atletico are shit.
What's the line?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I thought you were on Coolbet.
No,
That's
sir.
why.
No, sir. I'm sorry. The other one, the other semifinal is Valencia and Athletic Bilbao. But Real Madrid, it is theirs to lose. I mean, they've been good in La Liga. I think they will go on to win La Liga, even though they did lose to Barcelona in the Spanish Super Cup final or whatever it was called. I think Madrid will go on to win La Liga.
Yeah.
They're
100%.
second right now, but no, I do like them.
Sorry, Real and Atletico?
Yes, sir.
Atletico Madrid is at plus 305 on Coolbet, the underdogs. A draw is plus 270 and Real Madrid minus 105. So the favorites.
Yes.
So, yeah, fair enough. Hey, fair enough.
Anything else we need to predict?
Well, I'm going 2-0
Nope.
Real Madrid, so.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
there's one other game on Friday. If you want to predict one more game.
No, I don't want to
Nope.
look up it. We do three.
Okay.
Three's enough. Three's enough to...
Friday's a very good game. Manchester City versus Arsenal in the FA Cup.
We know how that one's finishing.
It's a good game.
But let's wrap up here. We are the Sunday League Pundits.
Boys, Sunday League. We didn't
Oh,
lose.
do we want to do one more thing before that?
What do you want to do?
Juventus.
Oh, yeah. They're all going to jail. Everyone.
They're all going to jail.
Chiellini going to be wearing, switching his Juventus stripes for a prison jumpsuit.
Chiellini's
You do
at
realize Chiellini
LAFC.
is not
You
in Serie A.
dipshit.
He was involved during this time. He was the one that ended up giving Matthias de Ligt the information that was required for him to make the police report.
So it sounds like he is,
A victim.
well, it sounds like he's just not culpable.
No, I'm blaming Chiellini for all of this. No, shocker, Juventus yet again doing something fudgy with the system.
Well,
I have not read
fair enough.
the whole report that came out. I just remember what came out when when the story came out about how he gave information to the authorities about Juventus being shady as fuck.
But yeah, well, we saw this coming too because then Nedved and all of them stepped down, remember?
Yeah.
So, and that was when I started asking if, what's his dick? The coach.
You got me stumped right now. I know.
The Juventus
I know what you're
coach.
talking about. I can picture in my head
Yeah.
that guy. What's his name?
Yeah, I just threw everybody off with that
God,
statement. We're all
I was
in.
just like, so what the fuck?
I can hear somebody listening to this.
Massimiliano Allegri.
Allegri, because I was
yeah.
going to say Agnelli. That's
I was
why.
gonna say
Allegri.
Agnelli,
Yeah,
that's
why.
yeah. It always pisses me off. It's the same thing. But Allegri, you could tell we thought that was going to be the demise of him too. So, but then they started getting on a little bit of a run. Didn't they lose recently, like 3-0 or 5-0?
They lost 5-0 to Napoli.
Yeah, exactly. So
They were winning when I last saw.
What was it? They conceded 7 goals all season, and then they conceded 5 in one game. I'm pretty sure is what it was. Like they were so good defensively.
They were winning 2-1 versus Atalanta when I last checked. It's now 3-3. So that's going on in Atalanta.
Way.
It's in the 68th minute. So Ademola Lookman scored a goal.
Hey.
Shit, Ademola?
Ademola
There you
Lookman.
go. I heard
And so is
Ademola.
Joaquin Mela. He also scored.
But this puts them.
Two.
But Lucas was saying, because Lucas was the one who sent this. Lucas was saying that there may be more coming. B, they're what's it called? Not applying.
They're
appealing.
appealing.
God, we're really good at words. They're appealing the decision, which makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But he said that there may be more decisions to come down. Right now, they're 12th with Empoli.
Yes.
Could you imagine if more happened? There's a massive gap between 12th and 7th.
It's wild because
Serie A.
like this is not the first time we've seen this with Juventus.
Right.
Which say what you want. But right now, if the result stays the same like it is right now, they're currently 9th on 23 points.
Good catch.
Yeah, it's not great.
No. It'll be very interesting to see how this turns out.
Because they were on a good run of form. Up
Then they
until
got
that
smacked.
Napoli game, they were in a good run of form. I was like, oh, you never know. They
But,
might
like,
come into
But, like, what was it? They literally had
Who? Juventus?
yeah. I don't
What are you
know.
trying to
I guess I can't look at it.
What are you
from
trying to
there.
do?
Nothing. But I'm pretty sure they had 7 goals conceded all season, and then they
That's
lost.
what he just said.
That's what I said earlier.
They've conceded
Oh,
15.
really?
They've conceded 15. So they had 10
Yeah.
goals conceded all season.
Well, I don't think with the 3.
Oh, the 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, do cat math.
Do cat and mouse. Do cat and mouse, boys.
Yeah, I think this is starting to be our.
without Juventus, because then they're not going to get the money for European football. At least most likely now. And
Juventus are in trouble.
yeah, it's not going to be great.
That's okay. They deserve that.
Alrighty, let's wrap up with.
What? Maybe one more thing.
We are going long, and I have to tell
Right.
Waz these timestamps. And
What do
Waz
you
is.
need?
Oh my god.
What do you need?
Messi versus Ronaldo.
Sui happened. Sui scored 2 goals. They hugged. Messi scored a goal. Mbappe.
It was a pretty
Sergio Ramos.
It was a pretty crazy game, actually.
What's
It
his
was a
name is
crazy
there?
game.
Speed was there.
Was he?
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
yeah.
there.
Oh
he was
my
partying.
He had a. Yeah, he was doing some.
Ronaldo hugged Messi, and the whole stadium erupted as if 95-minute goal went in. Kind of thing.
Those
Oh.
tickets were selling for.
$2.6 million somebody paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they requested 2 million tickets for it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say, I said it on our stream, but the mesh nets that they had were fucking weird.
Yeah, people said that on Twitter. I couldn't see a picture of it, but,
But great game. I will say it was a
Yeah.
great game. 5-4. Oh my god. Talisca?
Talisca, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, he's
Really good game. Really good game. Ronaldo scored twice against PSG.
It was a
That
penalty.
league is going to be in trouble with that. Like, they might win games 13-0.
We'll see. I'm actually excited to see what does happen with him there. Gregory, you're going to interrupt me another time.
No, that was it.
Okay.
Final
answer?
We're good.
Sunday League pundits, we talk Sunday League. We play Sunday League on the same team. If you are new and this is your first time hearing that, welcome. Send in your Sunday League stories, send in your Sunday League videos and whatever. We will react, we will talk, we will share, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, we didn't lose.
We didn't lose. We didn't lose.
We're last. We didn't lose.
I think we should have won, though.
We should have won. I'm shit. Put my hand up. I admit that. I let the ball go through my legs,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that goal.
and then the one hit my back and went in.
Yeah.
I didn't start in goals. I've not been a good. Whenever I have been in net this season, I have been poor. I can say that.
You did have to go in middle of the game
Yeah.
because we
It's
did have an
difficult
injury.
to do.
But so earlier on, so we're up 3-0. Our goalie goes down, but right before that, number 11 on their team starts chirping to somebody.
Just wild.
The guy who I later on in the game called B-Tech Andy Carroll.
You did? I heard that.
While he was out on the field.
Yeah.
While
It
I was
so
defending
funny.
him.
Someone covered B-Tech Andy Carroll, and I started to laugh.
I was like, because Brett's literally right there, like defending him, and I'm just hearing them. Like, is Brett talking to the guy while he's defending him? I'm just-
Good.
But so earlier on in the game, though, so he's 11. We have 1 win. They have 1 win.
Yeah.
They're above us because of our wonderful goal differential that we
Yes.
will not talk about, but we are winning the green jacket. Anyways, he starts talking shit and he goes, "You guys are last place. What are you talking about?" And I look at him, I'm like, "We have the same amount of wins. Are you stupid?" I'm like, "We have the same amount of wins as the number on your jersey."
Yeah.
Like, and then later on I said, "Are you number 11 because those are the only numbers you can add up?" It's like 1 + 1 = 2.
When that all was going on, I think my favorite line was our coach James. He goes, "How about you lose some weight, boy?" and then I don't know if he looked at me or just someone else. But she goes, "How about you tell your players to lose some weight?" And I went, "I know I'm fat."
But we hit a couple of posts. Lucas had a goal at the end of the game. Did he hit the post at the end of the game?
We hit the post, I think, like 3 times. But you just
we just-
the amount of shots we had that just went just around the net, kind of thing. We missed so many chances.
Their goalie was not better than you. But I will say, me personally, I had a good game. I think I had my best game. I only had like 2 touches of the ball, but both of them led to chances.
You blocked like 2 or 3 shots on one shift. I was like, "Yeah, let's do
It
it."
was on the penalty
Yes,
kill,
sir.
so yeah, it was good.
Yes, sir. I want to play on the penalty kill more.
Yeah.
I do. But I also need to play defense more. I have said that to you before.
Yeah,
I'm not a midfielder in indoor. I'm a defensive mid outdoor.
Yeah.
But I am not in indoor. But
next week's gonna be rough, especially without Hunter.
oh, fuck, I didn't know he's not there.
We're gonna get smacked.
Yeah. But yeah, no, my first touch was in the first half. It bounced to the middle. I chipped it over the guy in front of me by accident. I won't say I did it on purpose, but it was a great touch. Right over him to Lucas. Lucas found you, and you came in on a chance. And then later on in the game, the ball again came to the middle. I cleared it out to Luke, which was a foul, by the way. Yeah. That was 100%.
Wait, about the goalie on him?
Yeah. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I talked to him about it after. He said he thinks the goalie got the ball.
Oh, I thought you said he got him.
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
actually, we started the game.
I asked the next day.
Okay, because I said after I yelled, I was like, "Hey!" There's one of the guys in front of me. I was like, "That's not a foul."
But so I started the game out. Actually, the lineup that we had, me, Lucas, and Hunter, we were actually playing really good for the first 2 shifts.
We like Brett said, we were up 3-0. We had an incredible 10 minutes
opening
in the
10,
opening 10. Because there's 50 minutes in indoor for us to a 25-minute halves.
Mm-hmm.
We had an incredible 10 minutes in the first half, and we had an incredible 10 minutes in the second half.
Yeah.
Our middle half an hour was garbage. We were bad.
But and that came after our goalie broke.
The 5-minute stoppage of him getting hurt,
Definitely.
changing over,
and it was ugly.
They scored right after, because it came from a free kick and it came over. Our defender jumped for it, missed it. And I was like, and it went right through.
Oh, because I was talking about because he scored a goal right before he got injured.
Yes,
that was led up to how he got hurt.
That was how he got hurt. Yeah. But
if you guys do have your Sunday League stories or videos or anything, send it in to us. We'll react to it. We'll talk about it. We'll share it.
Send it on our Instagram or
Twitter or anything. We'll find it, because honestly, we love talking Sunday League. We love talking your guys' football. Something that I think that is the truest form of football in a weird way,
100%. It's the grassroots. It's where you are able to you can sit here and watch all your favorite stars all the time, but you're able to feel like a kid again and go, like I said on the way to the game, I was like, I want to be like Lisandro Martinez and Casemiro tonight.
The thing I love is it's the 2 worst placed teams in the worst placed division, and it's at each other's throat. There's 2 red cards.
There was 2 red cards.
Oh yeah, we didn't even mention.
There was 2 red cards. It's like it's so intense, but really it doesn't need to be intense. But that's football, right? That's how sports are gonna be.
I wish I played.
Yeah, see, he didn't plan on it at all. He didn't.
Little bitch.
He didn't.
Anyways, let's wrap this one up. It's been a good podcast. Well, thank you guys for watching and listening. Make sure you leave a like and you subscribe if you're new. And we'll see you next time.
Muchas gracias, afición. No de leche.